hemp has been used for many, many years, many cultures, and all these cultures have their own word for cannabis and hemp. So you could study, study the origins of hemp, study which cultures have, use similar words for hemp or for cannabis. And you can also, look at the Chinese symbol for hemp, which this is basically a little shed, and then these are the hemp plants hanging upside down to dry. So, that's a very logical symbol. And if you're thinking about getting a tattoo, that might be a good idea. So, study all the different foreign languages and see what is. Then if we have any physics, math, computer science people in there, figure out, determine how much power, how much energy is contained in one hemp seed. Analyze that. Come up with some good hemp speakers. Actually, people have come up with hemp speakers, but determine what is the physics, the sound of hemp paper. Is that better than regular speakers? Develop a biodegradable phone out of hemp, or even help develop the Cannabis Curriculum Clearinghouse database, where we can hopefully create a database that has a lot of different aspects of hemp and all this different research, and hopefully everybody's going to run out and start doing all sorts of research. If you have any geography and agriculture, I noticed a USDA building down the street. So if you got any ag students here, you can study hemp. This is an old 1917 map of Europe and Russia. Each dot is 1,250 acres of hemp. So you can see they grew a lot of hemp in Italy and a lot of hemp in Russia. We study what type of soil types are good for hemp. Where does it grow? Where doesn't it grow? This is the USDA map that I think Jen or somebody put that up on the Facebook page, which is really cool. This shows everywhere in America that hemp distribution of cannabis, which is basically the whole country. And I like the fact that it's got just a little spot right where San Francisco is. So I don't know if they're growing hemp there or what. So hemp does grow everywhere, but we need more research in this area. What kind of soil is good for hemp, and so we need help with that. And that is it. I've got a lot of questions, but we need answers. Steel, although the composites, the composites are really strong. So I haven't thought of what it can be used for. Yeah, sure.
North Dakota as a state does legalize allow farmers to grow in a state, but have I'm not sure if this is true or not, but hemp farmers in North Dakota by federal agents who are acting within federal law, not state law.
Was this a few years ago?
Possibly.
Yeah, there was an Indian reservation. They
Yeah.
planted hemp, and then the feds came in, the DEA, with their jackboots and machine guns, and pulled it all up. It actually reseeds every year, though. They didn't get rid of it. Yeah. But they tried, and there's a state, I believe Montana or North Dakota, they have legalized hemp, but it's because it's illegal at a federal level, they haven't been able to plant hemp yet. But hopefully this whole, then standing back on state right issues, hopefully they'll be able to plant at the state level. So, the farmers are a little more conservative, so they don't really go up against the DEA as much. But we're getting there.
Yep, on the topic, there's a big battle going on right now where states are starting to, they're saying that interstate commerce only applies to commerce that goes between states. So that's in the Constitution. And so that they're doing this with guns. They're saying the feds can't touch any of the guns in our state borders that are made here in our state. So that same argument that could be setting precedent for hemp grown within a state. If this gets held up in court, then the same logic applies for hemp. They can't touch it.
If they keep it in the state?
Right. And the whole thing with interstate commerce is that it's been changed to mean that any business that does business interstate, like not necessarily any business that is interstate, it's just like they happen to buy something from another state. Oh, then they can regulate every aspect of this. No.
I believe that. But one of the good things I think hopefully cannabis can do is we can grow it and keep it in the state. We can turn it into like a self-sustaining economy, because just imagine if you grew a few thousand acres, you could grow your own housing, your own paper, your own clothes, your own medicine, your own fuel. You wouldn't need anything. And there's an economic term called the multiplier effect. If you could grow it, manufacture it, and sell it all in the same area, that money keeps getting spent over and over and over in the same area. It's really good for the economy. You don't necessarily want to grow something and ship it overseas or cross country. You want to keep it here, turn it into a useful product, and sell it locally. And that creates jobs from the farming level, the manufacturing, and the sales level. So it just makes a lot of sense.
We were having a discussion the other day, just a little bit of devil's advocate for you, as to the principal sin of farming is monocultures. And if we were to use industrial hemp for everything, we would essentially be promoting this huge monoculture of one crop. Do you have an answer for this? Nick told me you would have an answer for this, and that I should ask it.
I wish we could. I would like to have that problem.
Yeah.
I would like to
First, I'd like that problem to be there.
I would like to be growing
know
200 million acres of
Right.
hemp and not soy and cotton, which is really bad for the environment.
Right.
But, dang, you got me on that.
That's where we got to.
But hopefully,
It's such a 180 from what society is now. So
Right. We'll deal with that as it comes.
People are still going to eat corn, and they're still going
That's-
to eat
that's true.
everything that there's all the other plants can still be grown, but hopefully not as biased.
yeah.
Well, I can't be.
Sorry, guys.
I was actually talking, after our camp meeting on Monday with someone who was telling me that by total coincidence, she brought up that, she's like an agricultural student, that corn and like a lot of the stuff we're growing now takes nitrates out of the soil, and it kind of puts it back.
Yeah, it actually pulls from the lower levels of soil, it pulls the nutrients up to the top levels
Yeah,
of soil so
and
that it's easier for it to grow.
Yeah. So like, all the stuff we're planting now is depleting our soil, like, even if.
Which is why it's even more expensive too, because then you have to put fertilizers on the soil and
And pesticides and all that other.
Correct.
which you don't need.
And cotton's really bad.
Yeah.
All sorts of crap on cotton. You can make hemp, and they are coming up with new processing. This is an old hemp shirt, so it's sort of rough and scratchy. But a lot of the new hemp fabrics are really soft and awesome.
Yes, silk. That's amazing.
Yeah, hemp silk is really, combination of hemp and silk is really soft.
What do you do day to day? Like, are you with an activist organization?
Nope. I have hempology.org. This isn't my full-time job. I'm fortunate. But, so I have hempology.org. It's a hemp history website. And I've been giving this cannabis curriculum talk for, a year or so with different schools, trying to get, people interested in all the different aspects of that. And I'm just involved with the hemp industry. I get emails all the time, and I sort of help direct people in different directions, tell them to contact me, and sort of like a middleman.